Hey everybody, Kyle Glazer, Baseball America, here with Astros outfield prospect Kyle Tucker at the prospect pad, day before the Futures game. Kyle, first of all, what was your reaction when you heard you were selected for the Futures game?
I was extremely excited. I was told a little while ago, and I was, at first I wasn't really thinking about it. I'm what? I'm like the like actual Futures game. So, I was kind of stunned about that, but I'm excited to be here.
Your brother Preston's in the big leagues. You now can say, hey, I was a Futures gamer. Just what was his reaction as your big brother and a baseball player who's been through this process?
Yeah, he kind of joked around with me because I think he's a little jealous because he didn't get to come. So, he was happy for me, and it's all great.
Miami, obviously, big city, a lot going on. What are you looking most forward to about being in Miami for this?
I'm excited to just play with all these guys. Having the opportunity to play with all these guys doesn't really come that often, and I think there's only two other Astros here, so I've only been able to hang out with them during the season and stuff. But getting to hang out with all these other high-profile guys is awesome.
There's a lot of guys in this game. You're one of the younger guys. Is there anyone who you maybe haven't played against but you've heard about that's here that you're excited to meet and see and play with or against?
Yeah, I've been talking about AJ Puck. I was committed to Florida out of high school, and he pitched at Florida, so I saw him while he was there, and I met him once or twice when I went up there. But I'm excited to see him pitch.
And obviously, the fact you guys are on the same team probably makes it a little easier. As a left-handed hitter, trying to face him as a left-handed pitcher, how do you think that would go?
It's going to be tough. I have to face him this year because he's in Midland now, and that's going to be tough.
Absolutely. Of the guys who are here that you have faced, who have been some of the guys that have really stood out to you that you're seeing here now and maybe are teammates with that you've had to face before?
I was hanging out with Brendan Rodgers yesterday, and he was hitting like 400 high, so that's impressive. You don't see that every day, so that he's doing a great job, and I was happy to catch up with him yesterday.
Obviously, you began the year in high A, you've moved up to double A, you've seen a lot of really talented players. Who's been the toughest pitcher you say you've faced?
There's this relief pitcher, Lovelady. We actually just faced him. I got a hit off him, so I'm happy about that. But he throws like 97 lefty, and he's kind of tough to hit off of.
Yeah, Richard Lovelady with the Royals. He's definitely coming up a little bit. So I want to go back. Growing up in a baseball household, obviously your big brother's a big leaguer. What is your favorite baseball memory from your childhood or coming up?
I'd have to say watch my brother in his debut. We flew out to Anaheim, and it was awesome. He got a hit in his first game. I think it was in the 8th or 9th, something like that. It was later in the game, but he got a single and it tied up the game, so we were happy for it.
How much, seeing your brother go through the minor league process, get to the majors, have success in the majors, how much has that influenced you or driven you in your career?
Yeah, it's kind of driven me to, play a little bit better because, he's 6-7 years older than me, so I never got to play with him in high school, and I didn't go to college. So, hopefully I just get my opportunity to play with him one day.
So growing up, you mentioned there's that big age gap. Did you guys ever, cause a ruckus playing in the backyard, break anything like that?
We still do. We play wolf ball in the backyard all the time, and he wants to play it more than I do because he'll come over and he'll be like, hey, you want to play wolf ball? I'm like, nah, I just woke up. I want to chill out for a little bit. But he's just like, come on, hurry up.
All right, have to ask, who's the better wiffle ball player?
Most of the time he pitches and I just hit because he's not a pitcher anymore, so he kind of likes to throw a little bit. But this offseason we didn't get to do it a whole lot because he had his surgery, so he's kind of bummed out about that.
So as soon as he's healthy, family wiffle ball game?
Between us two. Yeah, we'll go out there, play 2, maybe 3 innings. He'll pitch a little bit, and then he's like, once he gets tired, he's just like, all right, I'm done.
Fair enough. What would you say has been the biggest thing he's told you or talked to you about, being a professional ball player, the best advice, if you will?
Just act like a professional baseball player. It's our job, and obviously it's a game. You can go out and have fun, but, take it pretty seriously and get your work in.
So obviously, talk about taking this seriously. But there is a lighter side to Kyle Tucker, so I'd have to ask a couple questions for the fans and everyone else to get to know you. Your go-to Chipotle order, what is it?
I get either double chicken or double steak with the brown rice, with salsa, lettuce, cheese, and sour cream.
Bowl or burrito? You didn't say.
Bowl.
Bowl.
Yeah. I don't think that could fit in a burrito. And if it does, it gets all messy and it just unravels, so I don't want to deal with that.
Absolutely. All right, Katy Perry versus Taylor Swift dispute. Who you got?
I'd probably listen to more T Swift. Yeah.
Old or new?
I haven't heard a whole lot lately, but I like her older stuff a little bit better.
The more country stuff?
Yeah.
That'll work. All right, folks. Well, I think that'll do it. For Kyle Tucker, I'm Kyle Glazer. Thanks for tuning in.